coming in at number 92 with Las Vegas Raiders running back Josh Jacobs. And this is kind of interesting because supposedly running backs don't matter anymore, but I think every Oakland and LA fan can tell you that what they saw on the field was a running back that really transformed their entire offense. You saw a guy who forced teams to commit guys to the box, and as a result, you saw the Tyrell Williams, you saw the Darren Wallers, you saw those guys have career years and really break out off the back of really what Josh Jacobs brought to this team compared to in 2018 the 74-year-old Doug Martins and 85-year-old Marshawn Lynch's of the world that were getting the bulk of the carries. Josh Jacobs added an instant dynamic to the Raiders, and as a result, that's why he's one of only 2 rookies from the 2019 class that are on my top 100 list. There's a lot of stuff that Jacobs does really, really well, but one of the things that first jumped off the tape to me was just his vision and his ability to read and react to not only what the defense is doing, but also kind of the fits and blocks that his offense is able to kind of procure on those guys. So what you're going to see here is a little bunch set with, Hunter Renfrow, Derek Carrier, and Zay Jones that they're going to run a toss into. Well, Jacobs kind of immediately realizes that even though this play, by all accounts, just based on the fits, this play is supposed to rip outside. Well, we're going to see Zay Jones doesn't get a very good block here. Derek Carrier gets caught up on that. Hunter Renfrow is kind of getting blown by here. So even though this play is supposed to hit outside, Jacobs realizes, okay, there's 2 defenders that are both going to meet me at almost the line of scrimmage if I keep going outside. So what does he do? He's able to put a foot in the ground. Those defenders get stuck out in the wash, and as a result, he's able to bust it upfield, break a tackle, and, create a huge gain that in reality, based off those blocks by those receivers and tight ends, it should have probably been a loss, and it's just plays like that on a consistent basis that allow Jacobs to carry the ball 20-plus times a game and stay pretty efficient at it as well, because he's able to just read and react and find those holes and make those cuts that are necessary. And you saw it there. Like it was just a really nice read by Jacobs and a really nice gain by him as well. Seeing the holes develop, though, is only like half the problem. The other half is being able to really accelerate through them and utilize them to their fullest potential, right? Well, that's exactly what Josh Jacobs was able to do and on a consistent basis. So here he is again. This is going to be another toss play, this time to the offense's right on the Bengals. And what you're going to see initially is what looks to be a pretty nice hole here. You see good reach fits by this entire right side of the offensive line. You see a nice kick out block there, and you see one defender in the hole with one more kind of wrapper or lead blocker going through it. This play looks like it should be a pretty big rip. Well, what's going to happen is these blocks kind of break down a little bit. The hole constricts, but Josh Jacobs is completely unfazed. He's able to, really in like one step or two here, just plant that outside foot in the ground and just burst. And when I mean burst because look at him go here. Like he just puts on the jets and he is absolutely flying by guys. He just made everybody look like they were running in 0.75 speed because like nobody was even close to him there. I don't know if you saw that, but he just ran by 6, 7, 8 players. And he almost got a huge play on what could have potentially been a really short gain, So it just plays like these. And again, what you're going to see as this play develops is that vision and just that ability to kind of play off your blocks as again, look at so number 77 here. See how Josh Jacobs already has that right foot in the ground. He's already setting up to go inside off that block because he knows what's going to happen here. But then once he goes inside off that block, he can't stay there too long because there's another guy right there. So what's he do again? He then cuts it out, and then he just is constantly setting up defenders in and out, and it's just beautiful. And he's doing it at such a fast speed that he's able to accelerate and make the most of these holes that has really made him such an effective runner day one. And Jacobs most certainly isn't a guy who's known for his just agility and ability to kind of cut on a dime. But, man, this is an insane cut that I just had to show you guys because look at him here, really off this snap, off this play against Green Bay. Get ready for this cut because you see we have 2 defenders diving for his legs, and he's going head-on with another. This play looks like it is done, right? Look at Jacobs' ability to set a foot in the ground, sink his hips, and almost completely stop on a dime, change direction, and he's going to come out of the play this way, all the way to the right, and loop it all the way around here. Just crazy. Look at this. Look at that. That is insane. He was boxed in by 3 defenders and made them all miss. And what's better than that? He's got another defender coming on here, Will Redmond, Packers defensive back. look at this stiff arm. Makes him look like a Pez dispenser with his head back like that. And then again, plays off a block and is able to just keep gaining more yards. It's so exciting to watch this man on film because he can do it all. And we're going to get another view of this insane just stop on a dime and cut upfield here. Because, again, he's almost completely boxed in. But it's just that ability to kind of see things develop before they happen that allows Jacobs to know, like, okay, I can stop, cut, and go. And it's just so special because look at this. Ooh, and he's gone. And then Pez dispenser, just nasty. And he throws him off, plays off that block, and keeps going. Just so special by Jacobs, kind of putting it all together already. And here's another play where Jacobs kind of puts it all together. What you're going to see is a play that might have been designed to go up B gap. It's kind of hard to tell based on how Trent Brown is blocking out on J.J. Watt. But, Watt will get a little bit of penetration. So Jacob, he sees it. He reacts to it. He bounces it outside to kind of hit this edge. And why I called it elusiveness is because of what he does to my man, poor Jaleel Addae, up here, the deep safety. And just watch this. This is disgusting. And there's the handoff. There's the cut outside. Really nice job reading his block. Here comes Jaleel Addae, and there goes Jaleel Addae because Josh Jacobs just broke his ankles. Just beautiful plays like that make Josh Jacobs such a great runner who can really do it all. And while Jacobs might not be known for his agility or elusiveness, what he definitely is known for is his power and really the punch that he packs on contact. And what you're going to be looking for is him just coming down here on my man, poor Adrian Amos, because this is just one of the most disgusting plays I think a running back made in all 2019, because it's boom, like it's over for my man Adrian Amos. Because I don't know if any of you are UFC fans, but it looks like he legitimately got hit with a Francis Ngannou uppercut. He went flying back so far. He might have been the first NFL player to ever land on the moon. Like, both legs are in the air. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is terrible. I feel so bad for Adrian. He's a great player, but look at him. Like, that's an I've fallen and I can't get up moment right there. My man has both his legs, both his hands in the air, just flopping back. And, it's not for anything he did wrong. It's just because of that punch that Jacobs packs on contact and really his ability just to make defenders look silly. And no, Jacobs doesn't send guys to the moon like that every single play, but what he does bring play in, play out, really game in and game out is his physicality. And it's just a mindset where Jacobs knows that I'm going to punish this defense. I'm going to set the tone. And, he's not the best receiver, but just look at what he's able to do once you put him in space. I know you weren't able to see it very well from that view, but what he's going to do here is not only make the catch, but he's going to make a really nice juke move out here in space, and that's going to take 3 defenders to take him down. But what you're going to see is he has every chance here. Again, here's the juke move. Really nice stuff to make the first man miss. But he has every ability here to just take this play out of bounds, right? But he wants the Chargers defensive back, Michael Davis, to feel him in the morning. And that's exactly what Josh Jacobs wants every defender to kind of wake up on Monday morning and know that man hit me hard. And that's exactly what you're going to see here because, again, he has every opportunity to avoid contact, and that's probably the smart play. But Josh Jacobs isn't here for smart plays. He's here to make plays, and that's exactly what he does, just lowering the shoulder and, just packing a punch to Michael Davis and forcing 3 other Chargers to come and rally to bring him down. Just plays like that on a consistent basis that make this man really the tone setter and the driving force behind that Raiders offense. And lastly, I call this slide physicality, but you could call it just putting everything together because you're going to see it all. You're going to see, again, right off the snap, the vision, the acceleration through the hole. You're going to see him make so many guys miss and make so many cuts with this agility and elusiveness. And then, again, the calling card, the physicality, the fact that I'm going to make Charvarius Ward feel me tomorrow. And it's just that on a play in, play out, game in, game out basis. And it's what made him so fun to watch in 2019 and hopefully so fun to watch going forward in 2020 and beyond. Especially now that the Raiders added like Henry Ruggs, for example, who is able to take the top off the defense and is going to force teams to not be able to stack 8 guys in the box. I think Jacobs could be in for a really good season next year. And considering I already believe that right now he's the 92nd best player in the league, I can't wait to see where he's able to kind of catapult himself up to in the future. But as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to leave a comment. Do you think I hit the nail right on the head with Jacobs at 92? Do you think he maybe should have been higher based off, his spectacular rookie season? Or do you think it is only his rookie season? You know, let's pump the brakes. He had a great offensive line. Maybe he shouldn't have even been on the list. It's an interesting discussion to be had, but ultimately, you won't know where he should have finished on the list unless you subscribe and tune in to the remaining 91 videos in my Mic'd Up Top 100. So with that being said, I'm Mic'd Up. We're miking out. Peace, guys.